Alright boys, today I'm showing you the best console settings you need to try and Halo 7. These will help you play a lot better and have your aim stay a lot more consistent. So, and if you're looking for more consistency or wonder why you're playing with shit, I am here to help you out straight away. Let's get into the settings. Okay, first off is the control settings, and for edit button layout and stick layout default, for horizontal stick sensitivity and vertical stick sensitivity, this is preference, but I haven't gone to the 230 mark on both. I would go with whatever worked for you in Build 6, but you can try out my ones to save that any fast. But the sensitivity is different for each people, since for me it feels the right speed, for other people it might not. For simplified control preset off, low motor strain preset off, L1 button ping off, and that's off. Control vibration, I have it on, but for some people they might make it off. But I would recommend having it on, but it's up to you. Trigger effect off. I don't really like the feeling of trigger effect, but my opinion. But dead zone inputs, put left stick MIN 15 and right stick to 15. This will help with stick drift, so your controls don't move about. So as much rough stick drift. This is up to you, but I think it's very useful, and the rest I've not touched. The sensitivity multiplier, I have not touched any of these. Since focus, I do not think I've touched that either. So I've kept the look inversion on full standard and all that standard. Aiming advanced settings. For ADS sensitivity transition time, I have instant. It's so like you, so the sensitivity gets used instantly. It can help you with more gunfights. Then gradual, which I think is actually default, so that will help you win more gunfights, since it lets you use your sensitivity multiplier straight away instead of after zoom or gradual over time. Third person ADS correction type, so I haven't said that wrong, I did not touch that. For aim response curve type dynamic, I have it set on. I think it's standard. I've tried all of these. Dynamic is the one that makes me hit my shots a lot better, and you can read what it says here. It's for like, it's a lot better, for in my opinion. Do not think I touched that. Custom sensitivity per zoom, did not touch that. Okay, I made a mistake. I did touch that. For the AD Sense multiplier low zoom, have it at 0.90. For AD Sense multiplier 2 times 3 times zoom, 0.85 and 0.85. The rest I've not touched, since that will be very good in gunfights. Target aim says have it on, since this helps you aim, especially when you're on console, since it helps you aim and helps you have more targets, stuff like that. Motion sensor function behavior, not touched any of these. Sprint assist, I have tactical sprint, so you're not fucking up your joystick, especially when I have stick drift, and I've not touched that. Mantle assist, I have off. Crouch assist, I have off, so I don't need any of that. Corner sights, I have on, because your gun tilts when you're about to pick a corner, and it's a lot better for gunfights, so your camera automatic tilts when you're at a corner. Very good setting. You will need it to win gunfights, I believe. Wall jump assist have off, and combo wall assist have off. Side dive behaviour, tap to slide, which I think is on. I think that may be default actually. Automatic able mantle is partial. I'm not sure what the default is, I might be off, but have it more partial. Sprint restore on, so you can start running when you perform a lot of actions, and once you can continue to run and your sprint restores quite quick. Side maintain sprint on. Parachute automatic behaviour is always. Some people may like freefall because freefall lets you pull your parachute near the ground and like if you're falling from a high place. But I have it always, since I don't really play mods with that, so it's up to you on that one. It's just preference. Wingsuit activation, I've not touched that since I don't play the mods with wingsuit. Wall jump activation press, since I think this is a little better than holding X, especially for gunfights. Side combat roll behaviour, tap to slide. So I don't really know much about roll, but I think that's the better setting, tap to slide. Combat roll camera, not change that. Movement behaviours, I've did sprint, tactical sprint behaviour toggle, auto move forward, off, auto door peek, off, grounded mantle, off, on. Since this is a good setting. You can nearby objects just using the X button or A. Tactical sprint activation, single tap sprint. I'm not sure if that's default, but put it to single tap sprint just in case it isn't default. Punching underwater, that will be trigger, I'm pretty sure, for default. Have it free, since you can actually swim underwater without sprinting and that, so all you have to do is walk down and just move forward. That's all. Spin Dome Bash is very good for like in gunfights, so you can barge into a room and get the upper hand instead of the manual open the doors, if you get what I mean. Vehicle advance sense, I've not touched these. Combat, aiming down sight behaviour hold, but some people may look at toggle. Weapon mount activation, added ADS melee, some people might like off double tap ADS or ADS. I have an ADS plus melee, I would recommend using that than the other ones. Dedicated melee weapon activation, I would say hold melee, because weapon cycle would put like waste up our class when it's better to just hold it out, if you get what I mean. I don't know if that's the best way to explain that. Body shield finishing move behaviour, prioritise finishing move, some people may like any of these, but I prefer prioritising finishing move. I'm a play behaviour, I did apply all instead of one, so if you're in gunfights you can apply all at once, which is one holding the button instead of applying one at a time. Very good for gunfights. The C4 detonation activation, I don't think I've touched that. Current behaviour, I did hold instead of toggle, but some people like toggle. Manual fire behaviour, I did press instead of hold, but some people make it hold. Combat advanced settings, I don't think I touched any of these. Overall advanced settings, I didn't touch any of these. Graphics, display, eco mode preset, I did efficiency instead of low consumption, so your PC doesn't overheat or like get broke or like potential wear and tear off your console while you're playing the game. Some people may low consumption case they're very worried about it, but I would have efficiency just to keep your console safe and protected instead of having it off. So world motion blur is off and weapon motion blur. The game will work a lot better with these off since they are default. God knows why they're default, since I think they shouldn't be default. I don't know why COD keeps adding them default, so your game looks a lot worse without these. I know it's a big difference when I turn these off. So Depth of Field is on, and for the cast, so I haven't seen that one. I have it on. This will enhance the sharpness of scene and it makes your game work a lot better. You get a lot better using it, in my opinion. And that browse out objects, focus objects anyway. That I put it 50. On demand text streaming I have optimised, so my game will work. It is posed on console. For allocated texture cast size, I did auto. Since that's only if you want, like, depending on how big you want it, if you get what I mean. This will take up space on your console, so be aware of that. Only put it on if you are aware that it will take up space and you have enough space to put this on. They can take up a lot of space. But in the long run it will make your game a lot more better on console. Field of View FOV is 120, since that's what you see stuff you couldn't have run. So it will help you see targets and make your game a lot better. The Eddie's Field of View affected, I'm pretty sure it's on independent, put it on affected, since this is a lot better than independent. So you can try it if you want and tell me what you think. For weapon field of view, I did wide. I'm pretty sure it's on default, but I have it wide since the weapon looks smaller on wide. So you have enough area to see enemies, if you get what I mean. But third person field of view, I did not change that. And I did not change that, I don't think. Camera, first person camera movement, I did at least 50%. So you don't see much camera shake and all that. That puts you off shooting people, if you get what I mean, and like distracts. So your camera actually shaking as much. So have at least 50. Same with that. Didn't change that. Everyday flashbang makes the screen go black when you get flashbang. It's a lot better than getting blinded with the white screen every time you get flashed. For audio, I have master game volume at 100. I have gameplay music volume at 70. It's cause gameplay music volume can be dead loud and annoying, but some people may like it lower than that. Dialogue volume is 100, since so you can actually hear the game talk a lot clearer than having it below that, since that's very important. Effects volume, I have it 50, so I'm not getting but the ear raped by gun sounds or getting shot, explosions, stuff like that. Cinematic music volume, I have 50 because I don't really think this and this is that important. I don't really think that's important. I think the most important one is that. So have that up at 100 and have the rest at 50 to 70. Enhanced headphones on. By the way, just before you put this on, this is only meant for headphones. I'm pretty sure. If you're using headphones, this is not recommended if you're using TVs, air speakers, stuff like that. Don't think I touched that. I did audio mix, Treyarch mix. But some people may like any of these, but I prefer Treyarch mix. Mono audio app off, since this channels both earphones together to make unnecessary sound for both mixed together, and I think the better option is to have it off. Multi-license music is very good if you're a content creator or if you live stream, to cut out the copyrighted music so you don't get copyrighted strike accidentally. Asymmetric hero composition app off, since it bounces ear frequencies and I don't want that. Reduce necessary sound, so obviously no. So that makes it so the concussion, grenade, stuff like that is replaced with a more dull sound, which is very good because you're gonna get ear by the explosions, like I said. Hitmark appreciate added classic, because I prefer the classic sound compared to the default, but some people make default for like the newer quad fans. For global interface, I have menu props automatic, tutorials off, so you don't get like distracted during gameplay, since these get displayed during gameplay, so you don't get distracted during gameplay and so you're focused on the game. Skip kill cam app off, it's so you can, if you think there's a hacker in your game, you can actually view the kill cam, or if you see where did this guy come through, or like how did this guy kill me, you can watch the kill cam. I think having kill cam off is a lot better than having it on, but for those may not even care about kill cams, but for me, I have it off. Tooltips I have on. For random latency I have on. Packet loss I have on. Clock on. Network and game alert icons on. I have all these on. For the clock, it's so like if I'm playing and I'm having a blast, I don't get distracted and lose track of time. So I know when it's time to record a video, do this, do that. For these, you don't need exactly on base preference for this. Server latency, it's all know the ping and the server response stuff like that. Packet loss, I do that to show how much packet loss I'm getting in a game. Now can give a lot of icons just to see how good like the Wi-Fi and like the hangs are in game. So I know the ping, so I know all this. That's why I have all of these on. So I know. Readability, visual support preset off, subtitles all off. I don't really like subtitles. I think they take off the campaign especially, and I think they just get in the way. But for some people they may like it on just for co-op campaign. But for me, I don't like it. Some people may think it's necessary or like dead important. I do not think it's dead important. All of this I've not changed as off the subtitles. So this is a very important one. Color customization. HUD color palette I've custom for you. Getting coloured is yellow, team blue, party green. Enemy is the most important one that you will need to change. Click on it and put the saturation up to full and brightness up to full, and then apply colour. This will make it so your enemies pop out a lot more and are bright, so you will actually get to see them, and turns the visibility on your enemies a lot higher. And the rest I've not changed. For colour filter settings, have colour filter to 2, colour filter target to world, so this colour filter affects the world and not just interface. I'm pretty sure that's what it's automatic on interface. Have it to world. World colour intensity have 100 and interface colour intensity 100. It's the same as colour filter target world. Gameplay HUD, I do not think I've changed any of this as far as I'm aware. This is what I have changed. For radar, I'm off. For minimap rotation, I'm on. Compass, I'm on. Crosshair lines, I'm off. Since I just think they put like unnecessary lines on your screen that you do not necessarily need. For crosshair lines, crosshair lines spread are on. I may be confused because I have crosshair lines off but crosshair lines spread on. It just, I think this improves your gameplay a lot better. Crosshair dot is on. Some people may like off static, but I have it off. On, I mean. Crosshair dot scale default. Crosshair opacity on 100, I mean. Crosshair colour white. Hit marker visuals on, and damage based hit markers. Motion reduction preset off. Horizontal line preset off. I do not think these are needed in gameplay, and I do not think I've changed any of these. These are default. Alright guys, so that's the best control settings in Black Ops 7 that I could find, and these settings do rework for me and make me a lot better than what I did without them, as I was getting past every single match, and with them I've been getting all my high games, stuff like that. So I think these are very good settings, and I do recommend that you all use them. Some of the settings on here are just preferences, so you can do whatever, but most of these, like, to make a game faster, to make a game work better, I would recommend them. But for some of them, there's a select few that are just preferences and what you prefer, like sensitivity, stuff like that. But I do recommend you use these settings to improve on the game. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this where I help you improve and like give you the lessons that I've found in this game. I've spent about 15 hours on the campaign multiplayer so far. So let me know if you want me to do meta weapons to what you know, what weapons to use, what weapons to use, stuff like that. Control the hard point. To do taps,
hardpoint located,
and all that. These videos that I've done today.
Enemy CUAV established overhead.
Because I do really want to do that to like expand my audience a bit, so you can come here to like improve on the game and all that, if you get what I mean. So anyway, subscribe if you want more videos like this one, and rate the video if you like this one, and I will continue to keep doing videos similar to this
Hardpoint locked
a
down.
lot more often. And
Hostile UAV established above.
hit the bell to never miss an upload. I post roughly 2 to 4 days, roughly. Now, I used to post Wednesday to Sunday, but Wednesday to Saturday. But we all know my schedule has shifted to every 2 to 4 days since it's seen 60 BO6. So, yeah. And just let me know what you think of Build 7 done in the description below.
Hostile personnel
I would
have captured the
actually
hard
love
point.
to hear your thoughts
Hardpoint
and opinions on
identified.
Build 7. Do you like it, do you not like it, and tell me what videos you want me to see this time
Skewer
around,
release detected.
and especially going into 2026.
Enemy UAV
And
detected.
I'll see you all in the next one.
Hardpoint is active.
Peace.
We control the...
Been so long.